We begin in the United States, where President-elect Donald Trump's new administration is slowly beginning to take shape. The Republican has roped in some major names recently, including Florida Congressman Mike Waltz, former immigration official Tom Homan, and his campaign manager Susie Wiles. Representative Mike Waltz will serve as Donald Trump's new national security advisor. Waltz is a retired Army colonel who has been a strong critic of President Joe Biden's foreign policy on Ukraine and Afghanistan. Meanwhile, Tom Homan will return to President-elect's administration as his new border czar. He served as the director of the Immigration and Customs Enforcement Agency in the first Trump administration. Donald Trump says there's no one better than Homan at policing and controlling America's borders. The president-elect has also named former New York Congressman Lee Zeldin as the head of the Environmental Protection Agency, and his longtime advisor Stephen Miller to be the new Deputy White House Chief of Staff. Donald Trump has also reportedly chosen South Dakota Governor Kristi Noem to head the Department of Homeland Security, and for the role of the ambassador to the United Nations, Donald Trump's pick is loyal ally and pro-Israel advocate Elise Stefanik. Following the reports, the United Nations has said that the organization will work closely with Stefanik and the Trump administration.
It's not for us to react. Member states will appoint, leaders of member states will appoint their representatives, and we will work constructively with the permanent representative of the United States, just like we do with every other country.
These appointments come just days after Donald Trump chose Susie Wiles as his White House Chief of Staff. Meanwhile, reports say Donald Trump is considering Florida Senator Marco Rubio as his Secretary of State, while the choice for Defense Secretary is still up in the air. Now, if picked, Rubio will be the first Latino to serve as the country's top diplomat. And former presidential candidate Vivek Ramaswamy has also teased a possible role in the Trump cabinet, saying he is having high-impact discussions and has a couple of great options before him. Moreover, Donald Trump has already announced that he will not invite former Republican presidential rival Nikki Haley and former Secretary of State Mike Pompeo to join his second administration. As Donald Trump chooses members of his next cabinet, we continue to track and analyze what his second administration will look like as he prepares for a second term.